If you lie down each night, close your eyes, and yet your mind feels like it's still racing, there might be a reason far deeper than the simple stress of the day. What if I told you that in this very moment, between wakefulness and deep sleep, lies a hidden gateway, a sacred space where reality itself begins to take shape? You may have never realized it, but you go to bed carrying ideas that aren't yours, fears you weren't born with, and patterns that were installed without your consent. And, most astonishingly, it is in this precise moment, in the silence of the night, that your subconscious mind opens up and accepts everything you allow in. If you've ever gone to bed with financial worries, your heart heavy with a sense of lack, or mentally repeating phrases like money is hard to come by, I can't do this, or that's not for me, then you need to stay until the very end of this video. Because what is about to be revealed could literally reprogram your life. There is a secret, rarely spoken of, seldom taught, about how to access the subconscious just before you fall asleep. This secret is at the heart of the teachings of Joseph Murphy, one of the greatest masters of the mind and manifestation. He taught that in the transitional state between the conscious and the subconscious, we have the power to plant seeds that will blossom into miracles. Yet, almost no one does this. Almost no one grasps the profundity of what happens as you're about to drift off. Most people fall asleep with their phone in hand, consuming fear, scarcity, and distraction. And in doing so, they hand their subconscious a script for failure, pain, and repetition. What are you programming into your subconscious before you sleep? This is the question few people ask. But it changes absolutely everything. And we're not talking about positive thinking or chanting empty affirmations. We are talking about a real, powerful process that involves consciousness, intention, and energy. We are talking about opening the door to the most sacred temple in existence, your inner world. Yes, you have access to your subconscious every single night, but without knowing what to do, you surrender it to the same limiting programs that have been sabotaging you for years. But that changes today. Today, you will understand what truly happens when you close your eyes, why this moment is the most powerful of your day, and how to transform this magical window into a fertile ground for manifesting your deepest desires. And most importantly, at the end of this video, I will reveal the most powerful practice of all. The one that transforms your energy field while you sleep. The one that rewrites the hidden code of your subconscious mind effortlessly, while the universe works for you. And no, that's not an exaggeration. It's science, it's spirituality, it's real manifestation. But before we continue, a word of caution. This video is not for those seeking quick, empty tricks. This is an invitation for those who are ready to dive deep, to feel, and to allow their own soul to awaken. And if this resonates with something inside you, if you feel there is a hidden truth here, then take a deep breath and stay with me until the end. And please, take a moment to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, because what we will experience here together is just the beginning. Each video is a new key, a new layer being revealed, and you won't want to miss any of them. Now, if at any point on this journey you feel ready to go even deeper, there is special material that can expand on everything you'll discover here. The link is in the first pinned comment. Click it when you feel the time is right. You will know. Returning, stop and think. What have you been telling yourself before falling asleep? That you're tired? That the bills are piling up? That love hasn't found you? That you can't go on? Be aware, these words are codes. They don't just vanish into thin air. They travel directly to the root of your being and begin to create. The silent repetition on your pillow is the command that the universe is obeying. Joseph Murphy said that your subconscious mind is like soil. It doesn't question. It doesn't argue. It doesn't analyze. It simply accepts. If you say, I don't have enough, it turns that into your reality. If you say, this is hard, it makes that your experience. But if you change the frequency, if you start saying, I am receiving, everything is aligning in my favor, then the magic begins. And not because the words have some isolated mystical power, but because they are keys that unlock the heart of the universe when spoken at the right moment. And the most perfect moment of all is now, before you sleep. So from now on, pay close attention, because every part of what I am about to reveal in this video is designed to activate something within you, to remind your mind that you are more than what you were taught to believe, that there is abundance, love, healing, and freedom waiting for you on the other side of fear. And yes, the final revelation of this video is the most powerful one. Stay with me, because when you apply what I'm about to show you, you will realize you no longer need to struggle. You just need to learn how to access it. Now, close your eyes for a second. Take a deep breath and get ready. The door to your subconscious is opening, and the reality you have always desired is about to step through it. While the world slows down, the lights go out, and silence fills your home, a powerful force is at work behind the scenes of your mind. In that instant when your body relaxes, your breath softens, and your thoughts begin to decelerate, something sacred occurs. The conscious mind starts to quiet down, and the subconscious awakens. But here is the detail almost no one knows. This moment, this brief space between being awake and asleep, is the very crevice through which you can plant new ideas, new beliefs, and new realities. It is the space where the impossible bows to belief. And it is precisely there that the secret to real manifestation lies. Joseph Murphy taught that the subconscious doesn't know what is true or false. It only accepts as reality what you repeat with sufficient emotion and conviction. And that is why the moment before sleep is so sacred. Because your mind is more malleable, more permeable, more receptive. And everything you say, feel, and visualize in that instant enters like a seed into fertile soil. Perhaps you're wondering, but why then, even though I desire something so much, have I not been able to manifest it? The answer may be uncomfortable, but it is liberating. Because you have been feeding your subconscious the wrong feelings. Anxiety, fear, lack, doubt, self-judgment, insecurity. And these emotions become the invisible mold of your reality. The key is to change what you give to your mind as the veil of sleep begins to fall. The secret lies in consciously using this subtle interval between wakefulness and sleep as an altar where you place with faith what you wish to see flourish, and this requires practice, presence, and intention. It is at this point that many fail. They fall asleep worried, watching sad news, or scrolling through social media until their eyes close from exhaustion. And in doing so, they hand their subconscious what they fear most. But what if you did it differently? What if, upon lying down, you prepared your mind as one prepares the earth before planting? What if you began to declare with conviction, I am prosperous, I am loved, I am guided, everything is aligning for me? This is not just a suggestion, it is a calling. Start to notice how your mind behaves in the minutes before you sleep. Observe the automatic thoughts that arise. Notice the sensations in your body. And most importantly, take ownership of your sacred moment. Do not surrender this power to distractions. This is your temple. This is your daily chance to reprogram your being. Imagine yourself now, lying down, feeling your body relaxed, breathing deeply. And in this state, visualize the life you wish to live, but not just with images. Bring in the feeling. Feel what it would be like to be living that reality. Imagine the exact scene of a dream come true. It could be you signing a contract, opening the door to your new home, looking at your loved one, smiling. Feel it, see it, give thanks for it. Offer this image to your subconscious as an offering of light. And as this scene unfolds in your mind, speak words of power. Yes, speak from the heart. Simple phrases, but charged with faith. Everything is coming to me with ease. The universe is conspiring in my favor. I am worthy of the best. These words, spoken with emotion at the right time, act as codes that rewrite your vibrational reality. And if your mind tries to resist, if sabotaging thoughts arise, do not fight them. Simply observe them and return to your intention. With time, they will lose their power, because your new pattern is beginning to take hold, because your subconscious is starting to accept a new script. Joseph Murphy said that it is precisely in this state, between sleep and wakefulness, that the conscious mind gives way to the creative imagination. And imagination, when infused with emotion, is the bridge between the invisible and the visible world. It is the first step of manifestation. So, do not underestimate this moment. It is everything. And what's more, science already confirms this. Studies on brain waves show that in this transitional moment, the brain enters alpha and theta waves, highly receptive states. It's as if a field of direct access to the subconscious is activated, and for a few minutes, you have access to the core of your internal programming. It is here that you can change the oldest beliefs, the ones that say you don't deserve it, that it's difficult, that it's not for you. All these phrases absorbed in childhood can be replaced in this golden moment, but only if you are conscious and willing to plant something new. And do you know what is even more powerful? When you combine all of this with gratitude. Yes, as you lie down, before starting your practice, close your eyes and think of 3 things you are grateful for from that day. This changes your frequency immediately. Gratitude is the language of the universe. It's like a secret password that opens invisible doors. And when your subconscious receives these vibrations, it understands this is important. And it begins to repeat, to recreate, to manifest. Now, imagine repeating this practice every night. Imagine the cumulative power of this. In a short time, you would become a new person, because your mind would be programmed for abundance, love, success, and ease, because you would be shaping, every day, the reality you want to live. And if you think this is too small to work, remember, it is in the invisible that everything begins. The thought precedes the event. The vibration precedes the manifestation. Nothing happens on the outside without first existing on the inside. You already carry the power. What was missing was the path, and that path begins now. If all of this is making sense to you, then I invite you to deepen this journey even more. There is special material full of codes and practices like this one available for you in the first pinned comment. It's not something ordinary, but if you've made it this far, it's because you already feel that you are not an ordinary person, and you are ready to take the next step. Now, I want you to imagine something with me. Imagine yourself a month from now, lying down with a calm mind, a confident heart, and feeling guided by an invisible force that protects you, sustains you, and leads you. Imagine waking up and realizing that everything has started to flow, as if the universe has finally understood your requests. Imagine this new you, lighter, more conscious, more magnetic. This is possible. This is real. And it all begins today, now, before you sleep. Because when you learn to access your subconscious consciously, you change your destiny. And now, perhaps you are feeling something different. As if, somehow, a silent truth is beginning to reveal itself within you. Perhaps your hands are a little warmer. Perhaps your breath is softer. Or perhaps, deep down, you are just feeling that this moment we are sharing now, even in silence, even at a distance, is connecting you with something you have always known but had forgotten. There is nothing wrong with you. There never was. You were just taught to doubt your own power. You were just conditioned to trust the world out there more than the sacred voice that lives inside of you. But that voice, it is still there. And it wants to remind you that you can start over, that you can transform your life from the invisible, that you can change your destiny from the now. Every night is a divine opportunity. Every time you close your eyes, the universe asks you, what do you wish to plant today? And it is in that moment, between one thought and the next, that you can choose to let go of the weight of what has passed and build something new. A new you, a new perception, a new frequency. You don't need more effort. You need more awareness. You don't need to run faster. You need to align. And this alignment doesn't happen when you do more, run more, demand more of yourself. It happens when you become silent, when you stop trying to control everything with your rational mind, when you surrender to the power of letting go, when you trust, truly trust, that the invisible is already at work, that your prayer has been heard, that your vibration is being answered. And this point of trust is born when you cultivate presence before sleeping. Yes, it is in this moment that your soul breathes more freely, that the mind gives way to the heart, that the body rests and the spirit soars. This is your temple. This is your altar. So, from today onward, before you sleep, close your eyes with reverence, with love, with intention. Make this moment a sacred ritual. No matter what happened during your day, you can start anew every night. Because while the world sleeps, you can awaken from within. And if old thoughts, fears, voices from the past come trying to pull you back, remember, those voices do not define you. They are just echoes of what you are now ready to let go of. Breathe, smile inwardly, and say, I choose a new path. I choose to believe in the invisible. And believe me, when you do this with an open heart, the universe responds. It may not be in the time your mind wants, but it will be in the soul's time. It may not come in the way you expect, but it will come in the perfect way. Miracles begin like this: in silence, with intention, with faith. And if you have come this far, it was not by chance. Something in you is ready. Something in you is awakening. Now, imagine what your life would be like if every night you accessed this state. If, instead of surrendering your subconscious to fear, you offered it to hope. If, instead of falling asleep carrying problems, you fell asleep surrendering possibilities. This is not a theory. This is a practice. It is real. It is accessible. And it is in your hands now. The subconscious mind is your greatest ally. And you have just learned how to access it in the most profound and transformative way. So, the final question I leave you with is, what will you offer your mind before you sleep tonight? The answer lies in your feeling, in your now. And if you felt that this content spoke to you, that something was touched deep inside, then share this video with someone who also needs to awaken to this power. Like it now, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell to receive content like this that doesn't just inform, but transforms. And remember, in the first pinned comment, there is something special waiting for you. Content that can deepen everything you've discovered here. It is there for when your heart says, it's time. You are closer than you imagine. The reality you desire already exists. It is just waiting for you to believe in it enough to let it in. And that begins tonight. Sleep on this truth.